it does take an actual, certain determination. And obviously you've had that ever since you even got accepted to that opportunity and have made, like, look what you're right now. I mean, do you ever sit back and wonder what the hell your whole journey's been like? That's pretty amazing when you think about it.
Yeah, right now WWE has a documentary on me that just came out on Peacock called WWE 24, The Miz, and it was the first time that I sat down and talked about my entire career in totality. And it wasn't The Miz, it was Mike. And it was the first time I did an interview where it wasn't spliced in of The Miz and Mike. It was just me talking, being honest and raw about my career. And it made me start realizing, like, wow, I've really done a lot of great things in my life. Like, when I set out to do something, like, why it happened. And I'm starting to realize why it happened. It's because I'm just relentless at everything I do. I want it to be perfect. I want it to be great. Before I got on this podcast, I literally was like, all right, I want this to be amazing. I want this to be great. Just because, I don't know, it's just the way I am. It's just the way I'm wired. And I'll sacrifice everything to get to where I need to be. And a lot of people will, like you were saying, will say, yeah, I want to do this and I'll try it. And they'll try it for a week. And when it gets hard, they stop because it got hard. It like with WWE, like I remember going to my first, this was before WWE. I moved from, so when I got off the Real World, I started doing those challenges and started making t-shirts, my own t-shirts, by the way, because I saw that if you're a WWE superstar, oh man, like if they see that people are buying my own t-shirts and I have my own website that people are going to buy these t-shirts and these t-shirts are on TV, that maybe they'll see me and go, oh, this guy can sell. He has a character. He has a fan base. Let's sign him up. And that wasn't the case. So I moved to Los Angeles, started on an independent wrestling scene. I started training with Ultimate Pro Wrestling. UPW was an independent wrestling scene at the time to learn the art of professional wrestling. But not only that, I moved out to LA to get in acting classes because I knew that was a tool that I would need for WWE. Then I had improv classes with Improv Olympics and the Groundlings because I knew those improv skills would be needed because it's a live audience. It's one take. I know that is with WWE. So I'm lining up all these tools to make sure that I can be successful in WWE. And was it hard? Absolutely. I moved away from everything I knew. I knew Cleveland, Ohio. That's all I knew. I had my family, I had my friends, I had my core nucleus there. And I moved away from them. And I was broke. When you're on the Real World, like, you want to be live the life. You're like, oh, I'm filming, you're spending all your money, maxing out all your credit cards because you think that they pay for everything. They don't. Like, they want it to be real. What's real in life? So I was broke when I moved to LA. And I was just trying to, and then finally I won a challenge that gave me enough money to where I could, I invested in myself. I didn't go buy a new car or go buy new clothes. No, I invested in a wrestling school, acting classes and improv classes, a dietitian, and a gym membership because those were all the things that I needed to make sure that I could still do it. And then I was selling t-shirts on the side. And so it was just one of those things that I wasn't going to be told no.